से बेटा एक बार।
इतना सफर है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, one and all. 22 years of legacy. Since 1999, helping all the potential business buyers investing, getting their dream brands, and helping our premium international national brands to expand their business with Franchise India. Yes, that's the story of Franchise India. We welcome you to the 60th edition of Business Opportunity Chai webinar series, which we started on 1st of May, and today we are at the 60th edition. This particular webinar is hosted by Mr. Maria, who is the chairman at Franchise India Group, and Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She is the MD at Franchise India Brands Limited and Director of Remax India. This is a particularly 50-minute session which we start with welcoming our guest, welcoming our brand, and each one of you, followed by presentation from Sheetal ji and question and answers by Sonia ma'am and Gaurav sir. Today, we are representing you brand Hind Market, enjoying legacy of 5 decades. Ahmedabad-based brand, fastest growing super chain, which is serving in FMCG, personal care, fresh foods, vegetable, and whatnot. They already having 12 company operated stores, and they are ready to expand with each one of you. With this introduction, I welcome Sheetal ji to take this further. Thank you so much, Sheetal sir, for taking out time and today digitally interacting with all our investors. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Archana. Good morning, Gaurav and Sonia.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Keith.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity for this online digital webinar to the whole Franchise India team. I really appreciate that. I would like to give a brief on our brand Hind, which is a 50-year-old company into the supermarket and the food retail business. We started our first store in 1972, and it's a third generation company. We are managing the brand at the moment by having 12 stores across Gujarat. And we mainly are into FMCG, non-food, garment, footwear, crockery, and different kinds of categories at the moment. And slowly and gradually, we are trying to expand our reach across Gujarat, of course, with the help of Franchise India. Next, please. We'll be going through different aspects during the presentation, the opportunity that we have across India, not only Gujarat, and Hind markets profile, and the expansion plan, and finally the franchisee proposal that we have created with collaboration with Franchise India. As we all know that India is moving towards a organized retail sector in the FMCG, FNG goods category, slowly and gradually. Next, please. There's a big class of people which is having a good shift from the unorganized sector to buying from the organized sector, which is the supermarket and the hypermart segment we are already in, and which we are trying to expand. Next, please. Here we've shown a big market share of the total retail industry, where the majority is still being dominated by the unorganized sector, where the organized sector has a very small share along with the e-commerce industry. There is a small estimation also given for 2025, where the market share of this organized retail sector increases from what it is right now today. Of course, the e-commerce also increases, which is a challenge. But slowly and gradually, we will have the organized sector growing bigger and bigger. And that is where we want to encash the opportunity, not only our own company stores, but also with our franchise partners across Gujarat, across the Western region, and across India. Next, please. This is actually the evolution of the retail industry, where we have the unorganized sector and then moving to the organized sector and the specialized and the personalized. So slowly and gradually, we will see the shift during different years as in we go on. Next, please. Here we see is the where India is witnessing a wonderful time, where the higher income group of purchase power is also going up. There are some figures which are being shared, that how the middle income group, the higher income group, slowly and gradually is shifting towards the organized sector. Either it is the supermarkets or the hypermarkets, or even the online retail stores. Next, please. Here are some figures also shared, where the consumption of premium products and services are being bifurcated. So again, that is the graph which is going towards the north. So slowly and gradually, we will see the shift where the high income group, the middle income group will start purchasing more and more better quality products from better brands like him. Next, please. Ideally, what here it is shown is metro cities or tier 1 cities contribute the highest share, but slowly and gradually, there are smaller cities, towns, which are also growing their purchasing power, and slowly and gradually you'll see the shift which is coming up again and again. Even the people living in tier 2, tier 3 cities have a wonderful purchasing power. There are also higher income groups and middle income groups which are wanting to have good stores in their city or town to buy good quality products just at their doorstep. So that is what we plan to do, that apart from the tier 1 cities, we also want to focus on the tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, so that all these consumers can get a better place where they can come and shop. Next, please. This is just a picture where we would show that we have a legacy, which is a 5-decade-old company. Next, please. This is the place where we want to focus on the supermarket category, where the area of the store is anywhere between 3,000 to 6,000 square feet, mostly. And at present, we have 12 stores, which are mostly company owned and company operated, where we have been managing a cumulative space of around 2 lakh square feet. We also have a couple of hypermarkets that we manage, and probably having all product mix, which is FMCG, personal care, F&B, groceries, bakeries, and many more. Next, please. Here are the key highlights that I would like to share. Basically, we have been working on stores which are in the large and the organized retail sector, where we have consumer-centric platforms, diversified high-end margin business models, strong portfolio of private labels, even a good effective workforce, and diversified and strong board of directors and management. Next, please. When I mentioned the strong and private label, why we focus on some of the strong private portfolio of private label products? Because that delivers higher margins, better control over the quality and the pricing, better control of the supply chain, and the inventory management is also efficiently done with a wide range of assortments. And lastly, it is efficiently matched with the demand of the SKUs available in the market. Next, please. Here are some of the margin structures and the sales proportion ratios which we've given, where the revenue share of the total sales is ideally anywhere around 70 to 75%, where the food categories, non-food category comes into around 25 to 30%. The gross margins will vary from anywhere not less than 12% to a range of 30%, which happens same in the non-food category, that the margins come in the range of 12% to 30%, where our own brand share sales margin proportion ratios are around 25 to 28% in the food segment and around 6 to 8% in the non-food segment. So when we calculate all the sales bifurcation and the gross margins and the private label margins, we have a blended margin of around not less than 12 and probably 15-16% on the higher side. Next, please. Here are some pictures of the store before the openings. The model that we would like to focus on here is the franchisee-owned, company-managed model, where the ownership of the business remains with the franchisee. The investment is done by the franchisee, and the company actually manages the whole show. Here, the operations are done by the company. The brand guidelines are quite mandatory from the company. The revenue goes to the franchisee owner. The expenses are also borne by the franchisee owner. The franchisee also gets the net profit, and the company gets a management fee as a percentage of sales. This is the model that we feel is a win-win situation for both the brand and the investor. Next, please. Yeah, what are the ideal partner profile that we are looking for is that the partner, we prefer the property owners with the right location. They should have a good investment bandwidth because this is a higher investment business. But of course, it has sustainable cash flows year on year, and not only with the not ROI driven we would prefer. I mean, of course, ROIs are important, but it is a good sustainable cash flow and a very steady business. Next, please. Yeah, some of the points that we've mentioned is that why Hind? Because we've got a lot of opportunities to grow, not only in Gujarat, but across India. As India is the fastest growing economy, it has the second largest population where the consumer market is so huge that there are a lot of opportunities which are yet to be encashed. Of course, the brand has a 50-year-old legacy where we have got good experience and expertise, as we have been selling at least 50,000 products in our stores. So for the purchasing, the logistics, the vendors, a lot of experience has been required and the expertise, which we've been doing day in, day out since last 50 years. And of course, the product mix and the assortment planning is also done by the brand. There's value for money offering for whoever joins with the brand, I would say. The franchisee also gets the benefits of multi-formats suitable for any investors who has a property of 2,000 plus square feet. 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000 square feet is the ideal size that we would be looking for. Next, please. There are certain franchisee support functions that we've mentioned. We would be assisting the franchisee with the detailed project report, the interior designing and architect, project coordination, even the workforce screening, the staff on the local level, the marketing strategy, and of course, commissioning and pre-launching all the activities. Apart from that, this is the initial setup. On an ongoing basis, we'll be providing operations and quality audits. Of course, employee training on and off. Technology upgrades will also be done from the brand. And we'll have a standard operating manual, the SOPs, for the franchisee. And we'll, of course, provide rigorous support during operations, even including quality reviews, then operation audits and training programs at different levels. Next, please. Here are a basic financial workings that we've done. Like say, if we start with a 2,000 square feet of store, the interior and the outfits, we generally have 1,000 rupees per square feet. So the figures I mentioned for 2,000 square feet, it will be 20 lakhs and 4,000 will be 40 lakhs. The initial stock is around 2,500 rupees per square feet. So for 2,000 square feet store, we'll have 50 lakhs, and 4,000 square feet store, we'll have 1 crore approximately. There's a nominal pre-opening, which is the marketing budget. And we have bifurcated all the cities into 3 different tiers, tier 1 city, tier 2 and tier 3, where the franchisee fee and the security deposit has been mentioned accordingly. And then we'll be having on the right side, the table we have mentioned the sales per square feet per month. This is an approximation that we have decided, and the gross margins are being shared at the bottom. The staff, rent, marketing, utilities, and ideally the net margins. So the net margins anywhere stand between 2 to 3% on a month-on-month basis. Next, please. Initially, we are targeting Gujarat at the moment in the first phase, where we have a lot of cities which are untapped. We are already present in Ahmedabad, Kadi, Jamnagar, Borsad. There are so many cities which are untapped like Junagadh, Anand, Navsari, Vapi, Valsad, Dwarka, Porbandar, Limdi, Mehsana, Himmatnagar. Wonderful towns, wonderful opportunities in these places. And then once we are done with the Gujarat region, of course, we are looking for the western part of India, which is like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Goa. Then we go to the north side, south and east. So slowly and gradually, we want to have a pan-India presence with our brand. Next, please. Of course, we are looking for mega distributor partner as well, where the opportunity lies in different states when we go further by making our presence in different states. By having this distributor partner, we can suffice the services being required to the local franchisee in whichever city they are. I think I am at the moment done with the presentation. Gaurav?
Thank you, Chital bhai. Very, very interesting. And I know how much convincing I had to do with the family, because when you run a three generation business, which they have looked after for years and years and nurtured their, customers, their entire family is involved into the business. They go to every store themselves. They look after their customers. And if you have any friends, family living in Ahmedabad, if you ask, the brand enjoys a tremendous amount of respect. I particularly have a very high respect for their group and company, because we all have been in modern retail last 2 decades, and a very handful brand here in this country. And there is a family in South. Have actually thought about modern retail in 5 decades before. 5 decades before, India to perceive that there was an opportunity that is very, very difficult. It is not easy. This business requires a lot of commitment.
Closer to the desktop.
So this business requires a lot of commitment, and the commitment is not consistently servicing your customers, but it requires a lot of a day-to-day working and a lot of operational values, which I think they have mastered over the years. So now I see this business is ready, and that's why I reached out to Sheetal. This is a time where you should really open up, bringing your experience to other people who can benefit from what you've already built. But I know it is not an easy decision, because when you have nurtured a family business for so many years, to give it with partner with somebody else, and they've run all their own company-owned business, 200,000 square feet under management, running day to day. And also, I tell you one very important thing: the per square feet performance of their store is better than a lot of modern retail brands that come in. So they do, by per square feet performance, better than a lot of other players. And this is purely because a hypermarket or a supermarket is based on a lot of customer values, a lot of understanding of local supplies, a lot of understanding of high quality. You build subscribers, and subscribers can continue to use your stores. And we have seen this everywhere. Every city we have found that whosoever was a very strong operator, family values in this particular space has been more than better than even the corporates which have come in this business. So I call
Thank you, Gaurav.
And this is also, it brings in what I call the BESC story. So which is the one stands for the brand, because the brand is very, very powerful. It's recognized for many, many years. Second is, which I think the biggest problem in this business is supply chain. And the supply chain is not easy when you are handling 50,000 SKUs. 50,000 SKUs, multiple suppliers, multiple distributors, all aggregate that, do the labeling, bring in the point of purchase to point of sales integration. All this is very, very difficult. That they've also done. Third is they have also have a lot of experience now because as experience which can be used for training of people. Because today at Legacy they have a lot of talent available in the system, which now can be deployed to new stores and they can quickly. So I see a lot of people start stores and they lack talent. And because of the legacy of what they have done and the team that they have built, the very strong team now the can help in terms of taking the business ahead. And finally, it's all about entrepreneurship. So now it's a business which is run with the entrepreneurial mind which there as a family. Now आप लोग अगर आपकी अपनी प्रॉपर्टी है, क्योंकि lot of talk in Hindi, this business is phenomenal for people who have their own property. हमारे को बहुत रिक्वेस्ट जब से कैंपेन शुरू किया है, बहुत सारे ओनर्स का, प्रॉपर्टी ओनर्स का फोन आ रहा है कि जिनकी प्रॉपर्टी है 2000 से लेकर समझो 5000, तो ये बिजनेस आपके लिए बेस्ट बिजनेस है. ये बिजनेस कैनॉट गो रॉन्ग and it can give you both property and capital. So, and this business is great because now operations will be handled by the company. And I know particularly in Gujarat, there are a lot of developers अपनी properties बना रखी हैं और उनको कोई stable income business चाहिए जिससे उनको return उनकी property पे भी और साथ उनके. So just to summarize, जो शीतर भाई ने कहा, साइंस ऑफ सुपरमार्केट समझे. 1000 रुपये स्क्वायर फीट लगता है अगर आपको इंटीरियर्स में 1000 स्क्वायर फीट के करीब आप फिटिंग्स करते हैं, जिसमें वॉल रैकिंग है, लाइट फिटिंग्स हैं, बेसिक इंटीरियर्स हैं, तो 1000 रुपये रहता है. दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रॉन्ग सप्लायर हु कैन फिनिश एवरीथिंग इन 1000. देन यू हैव टू पुट अप अ स्टॉक. बिगर स्टोर is about 1 crore. This is more operating. अच्छी बात इस बिजनेस के अंदर ये है, ये स्टॉक ऐसा है कोई रिस्क नहीं है, वेरी फास्ट. बट दैट्स अबाउट योर इन्वेस्टमेंट. 1 crore का स्टॉक होगा बड़े फॉर्मेट में, अगर 4 लाख फीट का है. अगर छोटा फॉर्मेट हो उसमें 50 लाख की इन्वेस्टमेंट. तो आपकी सेल साइकिल जो है 1700 रुपए से लेकर 2000 स्क्वायर फीट. तो आपका 2000 स्क्वायर फीट का है तो would become your sales cycle, and that is a sales cycle which is higher than a lot of brands I know, and because of their past performance. इनके अभी जो current stores हैं वो और भी बहुत ज्यादा करते हैं, लेकिन just to take a reference point, we have taken a reference point 1700 to 2000 for ACT और CCT के लिए 1350. और जो नेट मार्जिन है सारे खर्चे निकालने के बाद एक्सपेंसेस में आपको 2 से 3% बच जाता है, क्योंकि सेल वॉल्यूम बहुत ज्यादा है. 3% भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग मार्जिन है एंड अ कंसिस्टेंट मार्जिन है. ऑल द मैनेजमेंट, डे टू डे मैनेजमेंट वुड बी डन बाय देयर मैनेजमेंट टू रन दैट. सो शीतल भाई, आई विल स्टार्ट विद सम क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम यू कि जो 2000 का फॉर्मेट होगा उसमें हम कैटेगरीज रखेंगे और जो 6000 वाला है उसमें कौन सी कैटेगरीज आ जाएंगी, क्योंकि आप आज की डेट में लगेज भी करते हैं, नॉन फूड प्रोडक्ट्स भी करते हैं. तो जो 2000 वाला है उसमें सिर्फ हम FMCG फूड और आप क्या कैटेगरीज.
सी जैसे 2000 स्क्वायर फीट वाला स्टोर है तो ऑफ कोर्स देयर विल बी सम कैटेगरीज व्हिच विल बी नॉट देयर, लाइक द गारमेंट कैटेगरीज, द फुटवेयर, फिर एसेसरीज है, फिर जैसे आपने लगेज बोला, तो ऐसे काफी सारी कैटेगरीज है. ड्यू टू द स्पेस रिस्ट्रिक्शंस 2000 वाले में नहीं अकोमोडेट हम लोग कर पाएंगे. बट ऑफ कोर्स 4000 एंड प्लस स्क्वायर फीट वी कैन अकोमोडेट ऑल दोस कैटेगरीज वेयर वी कैन गेट बेटर मार्जिन्स एज वेल.
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. सो जितना बड़ा स्टोर होता है, ज्यादा बड़ा नहीं, अगर आप 5 से 6000 स्क्वायर फीट करते हैं तो उसके अंदर आप, क्योंकि फुटफॉल आपकी आती है और फूड प्रोडक्ट्स की वजह से लोग आते हैं एंड मार्जिन इंप्रूव करता है नॉन फूड प्रोडक्ट में. तो नॉन फूड प्रोडक्ट अगर आप रखते हैं तो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ सिचुएशन. तो छोटे से अगर हम सेल्स फंक्शन देखें, I think my voice is that clear.
Yeah, there's a bit cut off going on in the between.
Sonia, you can lead some questions. By the time I'll fix this, please.
We're losing you in between. Before I get started, I would say your presentation was very impressive, and there were a few things which I actually picked up from your presentation. I actually saw the entry of these the last 50 odd years you've been in this business, and the kind of success that you've achieved is a testimony to the fact that you not only retained your position in these times, but you also evolved while you were competing with many big ones in this industry. So I picked a very important point that you talked about, personalized experience. And this is one word that we're talking only in these times, but traditional businesses like yours and supermarkets like yours, they're always about this personalized experience. And today what I'm seeing is you combine that with technology, bringing the entire experience online. So I see a good combination of man and the machine, where there's a human touch and the machine is doing all that it needs to do to bring convenience to the consumer, which also includes dynamic inventory management, which you're doing very well. And second point, which I picked up from your presentation, was value retail. And people need value for their money. And I feel all these years, people have been buying historically many decades, even before these international brands or maybe the local big ones became big. Value retail was always a very clear winner amongst any kind of formats, be it big or small. And I feel India still, as today also, they value this value. And I think these two things you have put in very well in your business model. I'll pick up some questions, Sheetal Bhai, from, if you can make understand, while we understood the investment, if you can also talk about what is the involvement of the franchisee, how would he have visibility on the sales which is happening, and how would he have will he have any kind of operational involvement in the business, or he's just somebody who's just an investor in the business and he gets to know the sales which are happening and gets a fixed revenue share? So how would that visibility come to him, and is there any kind of involvement which people need to be as far as the business is concerned? Because you talked about a FOCO model where you take care of the operations and he brings in his financial investment. And will this model be open for locations outside Gujarat also? This is something I want to understand, because I am receiving a lot of inquiries from all across India. There are people from North India, Haryana, Gujarat, and a lot of locations outside in West India. So maybe quickly if we can answer that, because many of these questions are pertaining to these two aspects.
Good morning, Sonia. Thank you for the wonderful appreciation words that you've done for the brand. At the current scenario, we are focusing firstly on Gujarat on stage 1. And of course, probably in the stage 2, we might, of course, look for other cities which are in other states. Of course, we want to do that. But unless and until we are ready with the logistics, as Gaurav rightly said, that there's a lot of logistics which is being involved, because if you don't have the supply chain right, then you cannot do this business successfully. So we are focusing at the moment in Gujarat, not outside Gujarat as of now. But slowly and gradually, once we are settled in a year or two, we will of course look for opportunities outside Gujarat.
Okay. And
the question, sorry, you said about involvement. Of course, we would love that the franchisee would come and see how the operations are done. Either he can come on a daily basis, he can come on a twice in a week. We will be giving complete freedom to the franchisee owner to come down at the store and look at the operations, look at the working, look at the accounts at the day end. So he has complete freedom for run. He can come down, involve, he can even give suggestions, because he is the person who knows the local demographic, he knows the local customers. He is the one which is a good bridge between the brand and the customers. And ultimately, it is the customer satisfaction that we are looking at the end of the day.
Okay. And as far as the involvement is concerned, I think you've clarified that. What happens, because, sales is not something which he's controlling. You have your POS. What kind of visibility would be there with the franchisee? And what kind of revenue share would be given to him? Is there an MG model? Because I think that needs a little bit clarity, because he's not somebody who's actually on the driving seat. तो एक तो विजिबिलिटी कैसे मिलेगी उनको कि क्या सेल वहां पे हो रही है, और दूसरा किस तरीके से उनको वो उनके रिटर्न जो है इन्वेस्टमेंट के ऊपर उनको दिया जाएगा?
Wonderful question, actually. See, we have a wonderful ERP software where we get the daily sales at the end of the day to our with our data. That same data will also be shared with the franchisee, that these are the daily sales which are happening with this gross profit margins. Even that will be a bifurcated one with the categories like FMCG, garments, footwear. So the sales description on a daily basis will be there. So he has complete transparency that what is happening on day basis. That is one thing which you said. And of course, there is no minimum guarantee which is there. It is a high turnover business, and of course, less profit margin, but a good high turnover business. So when we concentrate on sales, you can get good results from that.
So I think just to repeat, it's a high volume business and low on margin. So there's a higher turnover of the inventory, which is being highlighted here.
Yes,
what is the revenue share? Is it on a monthly basis, which is transferred to the franchisee? How does that transfer of revenue or his share happens as far as franchisee is concerned?
Yes, good question. On the financial part, every month when we see that the total sales is, say, suppose, for example, 2 lakh rupees per day. So it's a 60 lakhs sale on a monthly basis, right? Ideally, the margins are anywhere between 12 to 15%. Say we try and get the lowest margins with 12%. So on 60 lakhs, we get 7 lakh 20,000, which is the gross profit, right? Then we have the management fee, which is 2%. We have the staff, we have the rent and nominal marketing and the utilities. When we deduct everything on a month-on-month basis, he gets the net profit.
Okay.
Say 7,20,000 हमारा total gross profit हुआ है. Say all the expenses, say management fees, 100 X rupees, Y is the utilities, Z is the staff, everything being deducted, what is the balance he gets as net profit.
Okay.
But again, to be very clear, there is no minimum guarantee.
Okay, that's very important. There's only a revenue share which is based, and every franchisee will have visibility on the sales on a daily basis, which is
Absolutely.
happening.
Absolutely.
And ownership of the stock anyway is with the franchisee. The franchisee anyway owns the business. They are coming as just a management partner. तो सारे एक्सपेंसेस में आपको ट्रांसपेरेंसी मिलती है, आप ही के एक्सपेंसेस हैं, आप ही की बुक्स में है, फ्रेंचाइजी की बुक्स में है. कंपनी सिर्फ 2% लेती है मैनेज करने के लिए. लेकिन अगर आप कैलकुलेशन करें, इस बिजनेस के अंदर 60 लाख रुपए से लेकर 1 करोड़ तक की सेल आराम से हो सकती है. स्टोर के साइज पे डिपेंड करता है. अगर बड़ा स्टोर होगा तो और भी ज्यादा सेल होती है. अगर 3% भी आपको नेट बचता है तो आप एनीथिंग फ्रॉम अ 2 लाख रुपीज टू 3 लाख रुपीज की अर्निंग कर सकते हैं. इट इज अ गुड बिजनेस फॉर अ इन्वेस्टर जिसको डे टू डे खुद संभालना नहीं है. बिजनेस को कंपनी संभालती है, आपको एक सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ रिटर्न मिल जाती है और फिक्स्ड आती रहती है. तभी मैं इंसिस्ट कर रहा हूँ कि अगर आपकी अपनी प्रॉपर्टी है तो इससे अच्छा बिजनेस हो नहीं सकता, क्योंकि आपको कोई रेंटल प्रेशर नहीं है. आप उस पर एक बार इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं, आपको एक परसेंटेज मिलती है और उस परसेंटेज में यू आर एबल टू अचीव बेटर रिटर्न्स फॉर एंटायर थिंग. और अगर आप उसके अंदर नोशनल अपना रेंटल भी डाल लेते हैं तो आपका रेंटल होगा, वो भी आपको ही मिलता है. सो फंडामेंटली आपको एक तरह से अपना नोशनल रेंटल है वो भी मिल गया और 3% रिटर्न भी मिल गई. तो एक इन्वेस्टर के लिए, जो प्रॉपर्टी ओनर है, उसके लिए इनकम बहुत अच्छी हो जाती है. और ये फिक्स्ड इनकम है, जनरेशनल इनकम है. ऐसा नहीं कि आज जैसे इनका पास 50 साल से स्टोर चल रहा है, ऐसे बहुत कम बिजनेस होते हैं जो 40-50 साल लास्ट करते हैं. तो जनरेशनल बिजनेसेस में हमेशा रिटर्न थोड़ी कम होती है, लेकिन वो लाइफ ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत ज्यादा होती है. तो कभी कभी इन्वेस्टर क्या सोचते हैं कि कुछ अर्ली रिटर्न के लिए वो लोग इन्वेस्टमेंट ऐसी ढूंढते हैं. और मैं मानता हूं कि आज के टाइम के अंदर लोगों को वो बिजनेस देखना चाहिए जो 10-20 साल आपके लिए चल सके और आपको एक रेगुलर रिटर्न देता जाए.
Very true. Very true. Very true, Gaurav. Rightly said.
शीतल भाई, एक मैं क्वेश्चन आपसे लेना चाहती हूँ. प्राइवेट लेबल की हमने बात की थी. इन प्राइवेट लेबल इन अ फॉर्मेट लाइक दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि इससे मार्जिन्स इंप्रूव होते हैं. तो जो आपने 2 स्टोर या 3 स्टोर जो आपने फॉर्मेट बताए, इसमें कितना परसेंटेज हमारा प्राइवेट लेबल रहेगा एंड किन किन कैटेगरीज में रहेगा?
हाँ, see, one of the slide which I mentioned is there is a own brand share which is around 25% approximate in the food category. And the non-food is around 8 to 10%.
Okay. And this is across both the formats, छोटा और बड़ा दोनों में.
Ideally, अगर size छोटा है, so there might be a deviation in the sales percentage margin of the private labels.
Okay. शीतल भाई, क्योंकि ये सारा लोकेशन का गेम है, लोकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड आई एम सीइंग मेनी पीपल हु हैव एक्चुअली पुट देयर लोकेशन, साइज क्या है, कितने फ्लोर्स हैं. वुड यू वांट टू गिव सम काइंड ऑफ क्लैरिटी, किस तरीके की प्रॉपर्टी चलेगी इस बिजनेस के लिए, कहां पे लोकेशन चाहिए?
Yes, a wonderful question which probably I've missed it to mention in my presentation. It should be a one floor plan store and ideally on the ground floor. See, we are doing lower ground as well. जैसे बेसमेंट है तो कॉस्ट इट इज अ लो कॉस्ट रियल एस्टेट, बट ऑफ कोर्स नॉट ऑन द फर्स्ट फ्लोर और द सेकंड फ्लोर, ग्राउंड फ्लोर. एंड इफ दे हैव बिगर फॉर्मेट्स, वी हैव गॉट लोअर ग्राउंड एरियाज फॉर 20,000 स्क्वायर फीट. हमारी हाइपर मार्केट्स 3 है ऐसी जो लोअर ग्राउंड में है एंड विच आर 20,000 स्क्वायर फीट स्टोर्स.
ओके. अच्छा, एक चीज और है शीतल भाई, जैसे इसमें जेस्टेशन कितना होता है, व्हिच पीपल वांट टू नो. ब्रेक इवन कितने महीने तक आना शुरू हो जाता है, ऑपरेशनल ब्रेक इवन. एंड थर्ड इज आरओआई, मतलब कितना टाइम लगता है उनको इन्वेस्टमेंट का रिटर्न आने में. सो 3 थिंग्स, जेस्टेशन कितना लगता है, दूसरा ब्रेक इवन पे आने में कितना महीने लगते हैं, एंड थर्ड इज द आरओआई ऑन द ओवरऑल इन्वेस्टमेंट.
See, ideally the operational investment which we've done is ideally anywhere around 3 years, 3.5 years, ideally. उस टाइम पे उन्होंने जो इनिशियल कैपेक्स डाला है वो उनका फ्री हो जाता है. एंड आरओआई इज ऑफ कोर्स अराउंड 2% to 3% month on month basis, as I mentioned. और उनका जो स्टॉक है, of course that is their ownership, which is absolutely a liquid asset. This business, the maximum investment is in the stocks.
Right.
And it is a liquid asset. ऐसा नहीं है कि which are less fast moving items. Yeah, these are all FMCGs, you know, very fast moving items.
Right. And while the property is owned by people, but अगर फिर भी एक percentage आप देना चाहते हैं सेल्स का, क्या percentage ideally ये occupancy cost का होना चाहिए?
Ideally, see, if 20% of the sales is tentatively we consider the share which goes into the expense part, I'm saying.
Okay, overall you're saying, but I'm saying only rental kitna hona chahiye? I think that should not be over about 3 to 4%.
No, 3%, 4% is quite high. 3% is ideal according to me.
Okay.
But even the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, during such scenarios, we can get a good deal. I mean, see, at this point of time, there is no one who is going out and buying a property at this point of time, at least for the next 6 months or 12 months. Because during the situation, we are very much concerned that we don't block a bigger cash amount.
मेरे को ना locations का, if you want to give any clarity, आपने बोला कि we'll go phase wise. So there's somebody from Pune who wants to know, somebody from Bihar, somebody from North India. So how big would be the gestation time, and would that be dependent on maybe a bigger or smaller format? अगर बड़ा format है या आप West India में हैं, will that be the space for you to move in? A lot of people.
See, if we have inquiries from the western part of India, we might still look into it. Okay. Say either it is Rajasthan or Maharashtra. Or MP as of now.
Okay.
But say someone is having an inquiry from Bihar or West Bengal, then of course logistics is a big issue in this business. So we have to have the back end ready before we come into the front end.
Very good market can be Udaipur, because Udaipur is more closer to, लगता वो राजस्थान है लेकिन वो actually more closer to Ahmedabad है.
Very true. Very true. See, Gaurav, you rightly said Udaipur is around, say, 250-300 kilometers, and what we've got is one of our hypermarkets, which is in Jamnagar, which is 375 kilometers.
Correct.
So you rightly said that though Udaipur is in Rajasthan, but in terms of area or the distance, it is closer than some of the cities in Gujarat, even there where we have got already our existing store in Jamnagar.
Absolutely.
Little bhai, I think I was going through most of these questions have been around the location area, and we've tried and covered most of these questions. और बाकी मेरे को लगता है जो बहुत लोकेशन स्पेसिफिक हैं, like somebody is asking किस तरीके की लोकेशन चूज करेंगे, उसका क्या एनालिटिक होगा. So I think these we can take, this is case to case basis, and I think we can get into deeper detailed discussion with the rest of the investors. So this question from Gitanjali, she wanted to know any analytic, which we want to before we choose a location. And this is for the interest of everybody. We would need some side pictures, frontage kitna hai, neighborhood, which is a very big catchment area, kitna catchment hai, आसपास कौन-कौन से आपकी कैटेगरीज हैं ब्रांड्स के. तो ये कुछ बेसिक क्राइटेरिया हैं which we would take into consideration before.
हमारे बिजनेस के अंदर पार्किंग की बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस रहती है, तो पार्किंग भी एक बहुत बड़ा एस्पेक्ट है.
One most important thing which we do before the site selection is that area should not be a highly commercial area. It should be a purely densely residential populated area. That is the prior criteria. Of course, as Gaurav rightly said, that parking is very important along with this. So these things go hand in hand.
And अगर उसके पीछे कुछ लोडिंग की फैसिलिटी हो या एक्स्ट्रा स्टोर बन सकता हो, या हम उसको जैसे जो ट्रक्स हैं या कोई और चीजें आती हैं वो दिन में भी आ सकते हैं और पीछे से लोडिंग हो सकती है, तो वो शॉप्स ज्यादा अच्छी चलती हैं. And those do well. And as Sheetal bhai said, it doesn't require main commercial block. कमर्शियल में ज्यादा महंगी होती है. आपको रेजिडेंशियल नेबरहुड एरियाज चाहिए जहां पर आपको मच चीपर रेंटल मिल जाता है एंड यू कैन ग्रो वेरी वेरी फास्ट.
I think we have covered Sheetal bhai
question for you, which can be that a lot of delivery is becoming very important. How are we doing it? What has happened in your business with delivery? Because a lot of integration would also happen. App, ये सब भी आज के डिलीवरी कर रही हैं. ये आपके प्लेटफॉर्म आपके डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करती हैं और आगे डिलीवर करती हैं. So are you also encouraging, or you?
I think I mentioned, or I probably forgot, but we also have our own app, which is hindmarkets.in, and we do online deliveries as well. And online deliveries have come into the scenario recently in a couple of years, but right from the day one in 1972, when my grandfather started, we were giving free home deliveries right from day one. So it is just the ordering pattern which has changed. When they used to give a call and make us write in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, now after the internet coming and the online being more very user-friendly, so we've got our app as well, where probably every franchisee can get the benefit that people can log on, give the orders, and we deliver from our store to their residences.
मैं आपको एक और फैक्ट बताता हूँ. While a lot of people think that app is very friendly, but this is a survey done. आज भी लोगों को अगर चॉइस दी जाए कि वो फोन करके अपने सुपरमार्केट को लिखवा दें मुझे क्या चाहिए, तो आज भी उनको ज्यादा कन्वीनियंट लगता है going and opening an app and putting the order. And especially for a housewife, she feels that she will do something doing that. She still feels comfortable in calling somebody and doing the home delivery. And if what she never wanted, she can actually return to the boy again.
Gaurav, you rightly said, because India is a country where you have 130 crore consumers. So different people have different choices. So what, as a trader, what we do is we try and attend and suffice customer satisfaction in all areas. हम फोन पे भी ऑर्डर ले लेते हैं, हमने ऐप भी क्रिएट किया है, तो जिसको ऐप पे करना है वो ऐप पे कर देगा. So we can do it in multiple ways.
Absolutely. It's very, very helpful, Sheetal bhai. In the interest of time, because we are now getting requests that people want in 50 minutes everything to be done. We will like to hear from you your last words. I have already started getting information from our center that they are receiving a lot of inquiries and people who are interested in, and we will like to present these opportunities and to you over next 2-3 days. And जो भी आपको पसंद आएंगी, जो आप अप्रूव करेंगे, फिर हम साइट विजिट करवाकर क्वालिफाई करके हम शुरू करेंगे. This is a very इम्पोर्टेंट डिसीजन, मुझे पता है आपके लिए बहुत बड़ा डिसीजन है, क्योंकि आपने अपने ही कंपनी ओन स्टोर चलाए हैं, फर्स्ट टाइम आप फ्रेंचाइज कर रहे हैं, तो फैमिली ऑल्सो वांट्स टू टेक वन स्टेप एट वन टाइम। और जिस कंपनी की मैं हमेशा मानता हूँ जिनकी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग रेपुटेशन होती है, तो बहुत कॉन्शियस होते हैं, और वो अच्छी बात है। उसके लिए इन्वेस्टर को भी कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता है कि कंपनी ने अपना काम इतने साल किया है, तो उनको अपने इस काम के बारे में मालूम है। A lot of people come in जो फ्रेंचाइज करते हैं, जिनको खुद की पूरी नहीं होती, so you have a very credible position and we respect that. We also don't want to rush too many places. We want to bring in opportunities which are very good, good entrepreneurs, good properties, and then we'll take it from there. So आखिरी आपका कोई feedback हमारी audience के लिए, any message you want to give?
I would thank actually Gaurav and Sonia, and of course the franchising team priorly. And of course, a good big thank you to all the investors who have been listening to us. And we would, of course, like to grow with the channel partners, but in a very right and a very ethical manner. As you rightly said, that it is a brand which we've been nurtured since last 5 decades. So we generally don't give any wrong commitments. We give realistic figures, and patience is the right key. So we would like to join with people or investors who would have a similar kind of a mindset. And thank you again and again, Franchise India team. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sonia, your last words.
Thank you so much, Sheetal bhai. It was really very interesting to go through. आपने बहुत डिटेल में per square feet efficiency investment बताई, which many people don't, and this comes through a lot of your own experience in the last 50 odd years. And you were talking about technology, and this is for all our viewers. So the brand also has an app which can be integrated, जहाँ पे अपनी shopping list create कर सकते हैं, reminders बना सकते हैं, product add कर सकते हैं, single click में easy checkout. So these are the features of the app. And while a lot of people feel more convenient shopping to their local neighborhood, and आज की date में भी 90% of India is still buying from the local kirana stores. You know, that is the truth of the business. Still, and I'm very happy and glad to see how the market has really evolved and integrated new technology, and also have got I would say warmth of the business, which still stays with them. So thank you, Sheetal bhai, for coming today and taking this time out from your schedule and present yourself on this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Archana, over to you. Final word.
So thank you, Sheetal sir, for your kind words and for your appreciation. Thank you so much, all the participants who have joined. We tried to conclude this particular webinar within 60 minutes. Our panel member, thank you so much for taking queries. As we always say, we will come back to you for one-to-one query. You can check your chat box. We have given you the business hotline number. That's 97176-83838. I repeat, 97176-83838. That's the number where you can share your feedback, suggestion, and any other query. We will try to give you resolution within 2 hours. You can also follow us on a FB page of Franchise India Brands Limited. Recording of this particular webinar and rest of the webinar is available on that particular site. You can follow Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am at their respective LinkedIn IDs. That's the information on your screen. This is the ID where you can go and refer them. But before we go, we invite you for tomorrow's webinar, which is on top 5 business opportunities. Top 5 business opportunities. We have brands coming from Bangalore, Delhi, Bombay, Pune, directly talking to you and presenting their business proposal for you. Do not miss this chance. Do registration by today itself so that you can log in sharp tomorrow 12 o'clock and be witness the journey of these great brands. Thank you so much from our side. Best wishes from our side for the rest of the day. Do take good care of yourself. Thank you so much, and connect us at our business hotline number. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good day. Stay safe.